Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the garage and of course the Clio 172 Cup. In this video I'm going to show you how we are going to solve the last MOT minor defect, which was the near side headlight, and we are going to try out this £12 restoration kit. So if you want to see if this actually works, stick around until the end. Right, so this is the near side front headlight. Now I'll read out what the actual minor defect was from the MOT last year. Headlamp lens slightly defective, near side front, in brackets, frosted. Now I don't know how well it's shown up on camera, but you can see it isn't 100% clear like it should be. I'll just whip you across to the other side. So that is obviously absolutely fine, that one. And come back to this one. Don't think it's shown up brilliant on camera, but you can see it's definitely not nice and clear like this side. So what are we going to do to sort it? Right, so what do you actually get in the kit? Just tip everything out and have a look. So that is headlight sealer. We've got some abrasive polish. We've got an attachment for a drill for the sanding pads. Will be a polishing pad and various grades of sandpaper. So what have we got? 3,000, 1,500, and is that 80? Looks like 80. So that is, and a polishing feels like a little microfiber cloth. So that is everything that comes in this kit. So I'll quickly run through the instructions here. So kit can restore up to 2 headlights. So first of all, we want to wash headlight and mask surrounding area. Attach the spindle adapter and the P800. So it's 800, not 80. P800 disc to the drill. At low speed, wet sand the headlight, ensuring all scratches and oxidation is removed. Work up through the grades to the P3000. Continually rinse the headlights with sandpaper while sanding. Use the polishing head and abrasive polish to ensure all the sanding marks are removed. Rinse and dry the headlight. Spray a very light coating of the headlight sealer over the headlight and buff until clear. Occasionally, reapplication of the sealer may be required. Ensure the headlights are clean and dry before applying. Right, let's give it a go. Right, so that's all around the light masked up as it says in the instructions. I've got some water in this spray bottle here, and I've got the P800 disc and the attachment onto my little battery drill here. So we shall get going and see how it turns out. Right, so now we've moved up to the P1000 disc, so basically repeat the same procedure. now up to the 1500. Right, so that is now up to 3000. Right, we'll hit it with some polish. Right, now on to the, not the sanding stage, the polishing stage. Hopefully this is going to come up. So we've got the polishing applicator thing on the drill. So I'll just put a couple of dabs of this on. Oh, good grief. Lots of sanding marks still. But we shall keep going. Right, I think we need to remask up, but I think we are getting there. I've remasked and I've done 4 or 5 more polishes, and we are getting there. I don't think we're going to be able to get all of the finer. There is still some marks. If you look really closely, I've just given this a wipe over with some water, but I don't know if they'll actually pick up on the camera. But it's looking a lot better, put it that way. Again, we'll just do that one, across to that one, back to that one again. So, and I haven't put the sealer on yet, which I don't know if that'll make much difference to the appearance, but I do think that is looking a lot better. So we'll maybe just give it another 1 or 2 more polishes, and then we'll see where we're at after that. I mean, you do get plenty of the polish, so I say I'm kind of, don't know, it's hard to tell, but I don't think I'm quite used half of this yet. So if you are doing both of them, there'll be plenty polish. Right, hopefully this is going to be the last application of polish, because I feel like we've spent hours and hours putting polish on, which we'll probably have, to be fair. I don't think it just feels like it. I think we'll literally have. And then what we'll do is just a bit of water, none of that, not the rag we've been taking the polish off with, but another rag, and just give it a clean. So we know we've got all the polish residue off. I think considering where we started, I'll just compare that to the other side. We are a lot better than what we were. Right. I mean, that is, I don't know how to show it up on camera. That is some slight little scratches and imperfections you can kind of just about see in it still. But generally, I think that's pretty good, to be honest. Right, I think what we'll do is, because look at the mess that this has created, I think I'll pull it out. Oh God. Give it a bit of a wash, and then we'll do the last step and put the sealer on. Right, so we are back after a quick wash, and obviously this is how we are looking at the minute. It isn't 100% perfect, but compared to a side that didn't need anything doing with it, I think it's come up relatively well. And obviously, it's a lot better than buying a new headlight. Right, we'll get the sealant on and see what it looks after the sealant's been put on. So, last step is the protecting sealant. So the instructions, I don't know if you need to mask this up or not, it doesn't really say, but just thought I'll stick a bit of masking on. It basically just says for this to spray a very light coating of headlight sealer over the headlight and buff until clear. So I don't know what a very light coating looks like, how this comes out, but says buff until clear. Obviously, this is the clean. There was 2 of these in the kit. So buff until clear. Oh, it's like it's got a bit of tack to it, this stuff. I mean, maybe wasn't a very light coating. I should have put a little bit less on. I think that's about done. Well, that's it all masking tape off and finished. I will put a before and after picture on the screen now, but like I said, it's not 100% perfect, but it's not far off. So I'm gonna have to say this for £12 and, well, I think it was £13 possibly. But for the time it's took, what I've been on 3 hours in total, to be honest. It's probably not a bad cost-saving exercise against replacing a complete headlight. I haven't priced up to see if I could even get one of these headlights, but for a few hours work and 12 quid, definitely worth a shout. My headlight wasn't terrible. I think if the light was obviously even worse to start with, I think the results would be even better, but I'm fairly happy with that, and providing it stays like that, then we should be okay. Like I say, that is some of the very deeper sanding marks are still just present ever so slightly, which I think possibly going back to spending a bit more time on the sanding stage and working up through the different sandpapers, I think would have probably possibly got a little bit better finish. But I'm happy with how that's come out. You can obviously make your own mind up whether you think it was a worthwhile job. And if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.